Taurus, welcome to aether-tarot. Welcome back if you're returning, and if you're new here, then we're doing a general collective reading today, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Flip and switch the roles if you need to, but don't try and make anything fit if it's not your story. Okay, first card out, we've got the Vine. Seek out information that will help you. I think you might have had this one in your last reading, if I can remember correctly. But seek out information that will help you. I feel like you're trying to achieve something. You've got a goal, and you're learning as you go. When you come across what seems to be like a roadblock, it's not a roadblock. You just need to get the information to get through that next phase. There's something that you want to do, and the information is there for you to find it and access it, to get through this, to weave your way through this vine, and climb your way up to the top where you want to be with whatever this goal is of yours. We've got spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding with the torch. So I feel like as you go and you're awakening, your awareness, your understanding, it's awakening, and the more it awakens, the more things just are clearer to you. The more you it's like this torch is shining the light on your path. So it could have felt doom and gloom, it could have felt dark going through life. I feel like somebody has maybe been dealing with a lot of fear around something, and the more that they get this enlightenment, the more you get this enlightenment, this awareness. It's like it's not as dark as it seems. It's like it's lighting the way. It's a torch that's guiding you to the next part, and you don't need to see all steps in the journey. You just need to see where you are right now. You need to see the next couple of steps that you're taking, and you're just like taking it at a slow pace, and getting this information as you move forward. So I think it's like everybody's on a spiritual journey, but this is coming out specifically for you in this reading, because I feel like this vine that you're weaving your way through, this corridor, it feels like you're going through a dark tunnel, and you need to find your way. And when you are feeling alone, or when you're feeling in the dark, and you're worried about knowing what's around the corner, and you just need to know what's directly in front of you, and you're getting shown, you're developing as you go, and you're being shown the path as you go along. You don't need to be at the end yet. You just need to be a few steps. You just need to have those few steps in front of you. We've got the cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So I feel like you've got this cobweb of protection around you, and more in the spiritual development. So this is like you're being guided, and you're being protected. You've got the cup. You should accept valid criticism. So you may be a little closed off, like seeing all criticism as negative, but if it's valid, and it's easier to take when you ask for somebody's honest opinion. It's easier to take it when you've asked for it, because then you're open to receive it. But maybe this is kind of a suggestion. Maybe you should ask how, it could be like at work, or it could be from your friends or your partner, or whomever. You might want to open yourself up when you're feeling okay about receiving some feedback, and say, what do you think? How do you see me? What do you think I should work on next? How do you think I can get from where I am now to where I want to be? Instead of closing down, like, this is about being open to developing yourself. This is being open to change, open to improvement. And then we've got the eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition, feel into it. So there's so much spirituality in this, because you've got the torch of the spiritual development, you've got the protection from your spirit guides, and you've got the psychic ability. So huge transformation happening here. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the bowl, plenty of material things. So I'm liking this reading so far. I'm really this is nice. I just feel like there's somewhere you're trying to get, and it's going to take a bit of spiritual development and awareness along the way, but at the same time you've got this inner knowing, you've got this intuitive guide inside of yourself that you know what's right for you and what pace is right for you too. So let's see. We got the sun. So something is being illuminated to you when you get this information. It's all going to be like crystal clear, and you're going to be so happy to have it, because it's going to feel like a breakthrough, but it's not. It's just that without this information, you were kind of a bit stuck moving forward, and now you're not. So High Priestess in reverse coming up under spiritual development. Maybe you haven't been developing your spirituality recently. Maybe this is just something that's awakening in you now. But this is also advice. Ooh, the Devil card. This is what you're being protected from. These negative forces beyond your control, these toxic energies, people trying to take advantage of you, dark attachments trying to come in, codependencies, toxic addictions, these sorts of things. It's like when you're having a weak moment, something is going to protect and block it from being able to come into your life. So, and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. So something has been like really overburdening you, and it's just because you didn't have the information that you needed. You could be feeling a bit like, if you don't have this breakthrough, or you know you're not going to get where you want to go, something may have you feel like you're not going to, like you could lose financially if you don't get the information you need. But I feel like you're pushing through this. This could have something to do with your work, your career. I feel like whatever information you're finding out, you're going to be super happy about it. Like it's going to be better than you had ever anticipated and expected. And now you're going to feel like you've lost time. Like, why didn't you start something sooner? Had you known this information sooner, maybe you wouldn't have lost something along the way, or made some compromises. It might be quite a shock to get this information, as much as it makes you happy and everything's very clear to you now. You're like, had I known this sooner, what I would have done differently or changed. Yeah, so now whatever it is, it's like you've had this inner conflict that's now subsided. This battle, it's going away. This could have been, I'm feeling like there's some other person involved. So you could have found out something about another person, and you knew. It may make you sad to know this information, to realize what you've got, but it's like, so it may feel like you've lost that person, or you've lost something that you saw differently. But better out in the open, you're better off knowing than not knowing, because I feel like this psychic ability, your intuitive feeling was something was wrong, and you needed to get this confirmation. You needed to get this. So you could have even you could have even listened to a tarot reading and they've said they've given you what's going on with another person, but you wanted to get the proof, you wanted to seek out the information to confirm it, and this information does confirm it, and it's better that you know than that you don't. So it's good to have it confirmed and know that you were right, or like your intuitive feeling was right, but at the same time it means that there's, I don't know, something kind of feeling like a loss, a bit of grief about this being true about a person. We've got an Ace of Wands in reverse, so like a complete lack of desire now for a situation, or a particular person, like finding something out about someone that you just kind of gives you a sick feeling in the stomach, like now that you know it, you can't unknow it. You can't go back to the way things were. There's no there's no bliss in the oblivion. You're aware, you're awakened to whatever this is for you. So it could have something to do with money. Somebody could be taking money. Something could have been very one-sided. Could be to do with a lover, a past love, or a current love. Someone in a relationship it's been really one-sided, one person giving, the other person taking. Could feel like money's going backwards. You could find out that somebody has given to somebody else, like spent your joint money on buying somebody else a gift. But here we're not seeing any financial growth, and there could be trouble with your sex life. Somebody could be experiencing a lack of intimacy, and maybe that's having you feel like something's really one-sided, like maybe you want it and the other person doesn't, or you may not be with another person at the moment, but it would be even worse if you're in a relationship and and there's a lack of intimacy there. At least if you're not in a relationship and there's a lack of intimacy, well, there's reason for that. But being with somebody that you love and there's a lack of intimacy, it's like, it's a problem. This Ace of Wands in reverse could be somebody's wand is not working. It may be a physical problem that somebody has, like it could be a physiological problem. It may not be a mental and emotional. It might not be that they want no intimacy. They may actually have, like, there could be hormonal issues, or there could be a physical problem that stops this from happening. So as much as you're glad, okay, so this feels more in line, like somebody could be getting some information from their doctor or some test results, and it makes you happy to know that you're not the problem. Or or if it is with you, that the problem isn't because you don't want to. The problem is actually like a hormonal imbalance, or a physical problem that at least can be possibly tackled. But at the same time, it's information that's like, oh, this is sad. Maybe the cost of what it will cost to solve this problem, that could be like, we can't afford hormone replacement therapies, or a slow release or something like that, and yet it's like this problem won't be solved without it. So I feel like there's some intimacy issues here, and somebody it could be like with the masculine, likely with the masculine, like their one's not working, and it's good to get the result. Like as the feminine, you're like, oh phew, okay, it's not me. It's not because they don't desire me. It's because they've got, whatever issue going on. So there can be a bit of like sadness around this, but at least now there's no more conflict within you that it was you, or that, there's no more fighting about it, that they're trying to cover it up. They're just like, I don't know, I just don't feel like it. And it could be with the woman as well. It could be hormonal issues with the woman, or menopause or something. But yeah, but it could be quite expensive to be able to solve this. So that could also be like, oh really? So that's happening. That's in the current energy. All right, well, spiritual development, enlightenment, the High Priestess in reverse. Clarify this High Priestess in reverse. King of Pentacles. I feel like somebody is, with their spiritual development, you could be understanding that you've had a curse, or somebody could have been sending you the evil eye. Somebody could have been attacking you and you didn't even know that you were like bound under this. You could have been bound to another person. Somebody could have been doing binding magic, or you know, creating some illusion, creating problems in your existing relationship, having you feel disconnected, having you feel like you're why am I still thinking of the ex? I don't want to be with them consciously. You're like, they fucked me over, they did this, they did that, they were terrible, blah blah blah, but you don't know why you think about them all the time. You don't know why it keeps coming up, and then you've started to realize, okay, there's been a curse or an evil eye or a hex or something put over me by this person. They have, you know, done a binding spell. And this spiritual development and this awareness, it's like, oh, now I know what to do. Okay, so now cord cutting, and now like reversal magic. Reverse it, send it back to sender. So it could be with this King of Pentacles, and you may have never known they were a warlock or doing this type of work. You may not have known anything like that about them. So this is the awareness and the understanding you can now use to treat it. And it's like when you finally realize this sort of thing, now you know, now you want to know more. And now you think, what other areas of life could I have been under attack from? So clarifying the High Priestess in reverse, the King of Pentacles. Ooh, the Chariot. So now you're having a victory. So somebody could have been cursing your relationship, and that could have been like why you're having some sexual problems or intimacy problems there as well. Now that you can lift this and take it off you, take it off your life, take it off your loved ones, take it off your relationship, there's a success here. You can celebrate. You can feel the difference. Literally feel the difference. So you've like brought an ending to this relationship. Like somebody has been trying to get you to come back, to return to them, to a past relationship that's no more. It's no more. It's completely over with the Death card. And somebody's been trying to manifest you to come back, or do magic to have you come back. So you don't know how and why, like all this time later, you're still thinking about them, because they're pulling on your energy. They want to come back in and offer you this cup again. But it's completely out of balance. It always was, and it always will be. This could be somebody you have a child with. Not for everybody, but they could have a child. They could be like quite emotionally immature, or just not growing up, like have very low emotional intelligence. But yeah, you've figured this out, and now you can celebrate. You can literally feel the difference. This is like you've broken the spell, you've broken the bind, you've broken the hold that they've had over you. Like completely, it's gone, it's done. And you can feel the victory you're having. You got this groundedness back. They could have also been doing magic over your finances, your living situation, all of it. So very, very good. And I think that your spiritual development from this realization is like going through the roof. Like really. So because you're getting connected and you're getting this awareness and understanding, you can call on your guides, you can call on the divine, your spirits around you to protect you from these things. So not only reverse and return all the curses and dark magic, but also to protect you from any additional attacks. So with this devil toxic energy, you're protected. Clarify the devil. This imbalance. Yeah, somebody's been attacking your finances. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So now you're no longer stressed. You're looking forward to returning to a time that you have experienced previously. You know, you could be considering, you could be like reflecting on what life was like before a particular person came into it, and how life just went all downhill while you were with them, and it never recovered properly since you've been apart from them. And you can think back to like when everything was flowing and everything was building, and how much damage they did to your self-esteem, to your confidence, to your money, to your family, your wealth, your love life, your intimacy, all of it. So it's like they've had this toxic kind of, they've created this illusion, this toxic relationship with money. This, I feel, is a particular person that is like bound you to them. Clarify the devil to the Three of... I feel like now that things are going back, yeah, Queen of Cups, I feel like this is your energy here. They've tried to manipulate you. Magician in reverse. Manipulate you with this toxic energy. Manipulate your finances. Have you bound to them. But now you can pull on your protection from this and gain your confidence back and get this Ten of Pentacles back. So you could be a mother. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with this heavy Cancer out here with the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. I feel like you can see all the manipulation now. You can feel all that's been going on. So now you don't think of those past memories as, or this person, you don't think of them and go, oh, why do I always think of them? Maybe I still have feelings for them. Now you can put it in perspective, and you can think about it and go, I was spellbound to them. They put this spell on me. They put this curse or this hex on me. That's why. And every time you think of them, you can go, they're pulling on my energy. That's why they popped into my mind. So you can put it in that healthy place and know that you're no longer confused. I feel like they could have even had you trapped inside of like your career prospects, had you question and doubt yourself. They've like manipulated, you know, your job, your business opportunities. Okay, so you should accept valid criticism, but we've got a Three of Swords in reverse, meaning you've healed from this heartbreak, or you're all but healed. You're nearly there if you haven't completely healed from this, but I feel like this awakening in you is having you you know, realize it's not love that's binding you. It was a trauma bond. So you're healing from this heartbreak, from this past relationship, this past cycle that you've been in, the money that's been taken from you, or feeling like you just couldn't get ahead since then. It's finally over, like fully quit. You fully quit on it. And I think that they can feel your energy pull back. They can feel those cords are being cut. Even if it's been years since you've been with them. And if this is like, you know, the father or the mother of your children, and there's like an inability to fully cut ties, like they're always sort of somewhere around, that makes it even harder. But I feel like this cord cutting you're doing in this reversal magic you're doing, they can literally feel the disconnect now. And now you're able to move forward, make these new choices after suffering all this injustice, all this secrecy, all this what's been going on behind your back. See, all of this has been going on in the dark. You've been completely unaware of this injustice. They have been doing this to trap you in every which way. Trap you in your mind, trap you in your emotional capacity, trap your money, make you feel stuck, make you feel like the relationship you're in, something's missing. Just constantly feeling like everything's going wrong. Like there's never a time where it's just coasting. There's always something. So, what you can take, like accepting the criticism is like saying accepting responsibility, actually, is a better way to say it. Taking responsibility for one, you know, you opened yourself up to this toxic person. You may not have realized they were that toxic, but there could have been something that still kept a hold on you. I mean, they've tried to keep a hold on you, but maybe you've let it in, because you're when you're not working on yourself, or you have to give them access to you. And that access could be some unhealed part of you that they can access. And so it's like what we can always find new things to take responsibility for, so that we can keep growing, keep improving. And now it's like, okay, now you can now that you've understood it and you're further along, you're like, okay, how can I stop them getting any attachment to me further? Now that I've broken these chains and I'm more awakened and aware, now how can I heal more? How can I stop them ever having access to an unhealed part of myself where I'm vulnerable and they can sneak in that way? So there's a tower coming in here with the Queen of Wands in reverse. She's like, somebody could have been paying a practitioner. And she's getting hit as well with this reversal magic, because they're all getting hit. The person paying her and the person doing it, if they weren't doing it themselves. So we've got a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and this Queen of Pentacles is the counterpart for the King of Pentacles, but she's showing up in reverse because she's ungrounded. So this could be where I'm kind of feeling like there's this is a soulmate, divine counterpart, potentially a twin flame connection, and maybe you've already met in the past. And you could be in a period of separation, or you've just been really disconnected within your relationship for a while. But with this spiritual development, this understanding, this awareness, now you can see where like your relationship's been under attack, or this is somebody's ex from their past relationship. So I feel like you're in this Queen of Cups energy, and you're in the upright, you're loving, you're nurturing, you're caring, you're thoughtful, mother. So I feel like you're in you know, a Queen of Cups is extremely psychic too. So I feel like this is your energy, even though the Pentacles are the earth signs, but I feel like you're dealing with another earth sign. This could be an ex, like your partner's ex, and it's telling you to trust your psychic ability and your intuition with regards to this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. However she is in your life, you don't always need the evidence. You just, like, if you're trusting your intuition, how does it feel into it, feel the energy, because people love to, you know, tell you things that they know you have no way of verifying, you have no way of confirming if that's true or not. You can't get the evidence for it. And you could be like one of those people that you want the confirmation, you want that evidence. And when you start to trust this intuition, your life is going to move forward so much faster. Not just trusting your intuition, just trusting yourself. Trusting what you know, trusting your gut feeling. You're going to go from procrastinating to fast moving in this new direction. Like a great pace, like flying forward. Flying forward. Give me one more for this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Ooh, Knight of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. 6 of Wands in reverse. This is somebody you've blocked. This Queen of Pentacles could have blocked communication for somebody with their children, with the father of their children, with their ex. That could be your current partner or your ex. It's like I'm feeling like you're putting all the pieces together. This could be a past situation, but now you can see that everything that you were told wasn't accurate. Now you can see that maybe you were feeling sorry for the woman in a situation. Now you can see where she actually created that disruption, or you can see who's responsible on both sides. It's like the spiritual development is just having you awaken to everything, and you lifting these curses and hexes off your life and your family's life. It's having it all just clear up for you. Now you're unraveling all the puzzle pieces from the past. And since you're doing that, it's like now you're not in this stagnancy anymore. Now you've got this new perspective and life is flying forwards. It's flying forwards. So something that was making you extremely unhappy, or this King of Wands in reverse here, like something's really one-sided about him. So you could have misconstrued this Knight of Wands as somebody who, I don't know, just really got a lot of flair, got a lot of charisma, a lot of passion. I don't know, maybe you're now putting together the pieces of like whose son this is too. Who they, you know, that this somebody could have a child to a different father, but that father has nothing to do with their kids, or they've been blocked. There's something really one-sided about this. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is somebody in your life that you're figuring something out about. You're figuring out this one-sided relationship with this King of Wands who has no communication, maybe with their son, and it makes them unhappy. It's due to this Queen of Pentacles not allowing it. Maybe this King of Knight of Wands finds this out. When they realize this, they quickly want to go and meet them. They want to find them. They want to go looking for their biological father. I really don't know how that ties into everything other than, you know, like this psychic ability. It's like you're figuring it out. So this could be somebody in your life. This could be like a sister. Somebody who you just like believe their whole story. And now you're starting to see, you know, what's behind it all. This is somebody in your life. This Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is this King of Pentacles, maybe their ex. And they could have a child to another relationship as well, but they don't let that father see their children. But I feel like this knight, this child is now not a child anymore. They're a young adult. They're old enough to make their own decisions. And now that they're of age, and you may have some hand in this, maybe you know who they, you know, you can talk to them. This could be like a nephew or a niece or something, and you can like let them know how to get in touch with their biological father, something like that. I mean, there could have been good reason why this Queen of Pentacles, you know, cut communication with this King of Wands in reverse. He could be in reverse for many toxic reasons. He's very karmic, or it could have turned him karmic because he wasn't able to access his child. But in any case, like if he chose not to be in this kid's life, he wouldn't be so unhappy about it. I wouldn't think. I think this has been something that's gone on for a long time. Something about this could put you in a Two of Swords, like you don't know whether to do this or not. This is in this future position. So, interesting. That took a turn. I don't take it how it resonates, hey. You know your life better. But, yeah, something like this could happen over sort of December, January, Christmas time. Gosh, maybe somebody goes to a Christmas family gathering and they meet their biological father and they didn't even know. Alright, let's get you an oracle card. Taurus. Create boundaries. It's a no. It's a no. Okay. I feel like you're telling somebody it's a no. You're creating boundaries. You're not letting someone back in. And it could be to do with this information you found out. I don't know. I feel like that's to do with like some sort of intimacy issue. I feel like you're creating boundaries with an ex. You're creating boundaries with this spell work for sure. Heavy on that today, isn't it? And a lot of people don't believe in it. But they haven't studied the history of it. So, it's kind of been created like some sort of circus, you know, stage magic is like some, you know, performance illusion work, and it's being corrupted that way. Okay, so we've got knowing when to say yes and when to say no. Knowing what works for you and what doesn't. When to say yes, when to say no. And developing a healthy sense of self-respect is vital for your personal well-being. Be genuinely honest with yourself. Are you someone who has healthy boundaries with others? Or do you constantly disregard your own needs, well-being, and inner harmony in order to be liked, accepted, or approved by others? How often do you find yourself completely drained after trying to help or change another person without any consideration of what is healthy for you? Your body's vitality, as well as the state of your inner life, depends on your ability to tune into your inner cycles and listen to what uplifts you and what behavior leaves you drained and gasping for some kind of self-regard. Action. Meditate on what it really means to have healthy boundaries, where you value, respect, and honor yourself. Write down with whom or in which situations you lack boundaries and how this affects you, your life, and the other people involved. Start to treat yourself with more care while kindly taking breaks from certain individuals or letting them know how you want to be treated. Remember, only you can prioritize yourself and create a healthier life. Don't be surprised if certain people are not happy with your change. Boundaries are so important. So important. You could have been feeling like people just walk all over you. I feel like you're going to be learning to say no. And it's going to be quite shocking to a lot of people in the beginning, because you're like, no, but you're the yes guy or the yes girl. They're like taken back by it. But yeah, you may be creating boundaries with your ex, with your children, with your existing partner, and with yourself, making healthy boundaries to, self-love and self-care and all of that above. Okay, Taurus, this is your reading. I hope the messages are helpful for you. I hope they resonate. And if you like the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help this community to grow. And thank you for the confirmations, the likes, the subscribes. Really helps. I appreciate it. And I'll be back in a few days' time. Next reading will be on the 23rd. So have your notification bell switched on so you get the updates. And until next time, take care and bye for now.